Wake up! Wake up! Great news! The UN and Bernie Sanders are now finally saying it's a genocide. And some celebrities in gala gowns are now mentioning you in their speeches. And some of them are even sharing stuff on their Instagram story.
This is really a best case scenario, aside from them making landfall, right? We all knew that was likely not to happen, although, damn, they almost made it. So, man, the time is right. Public opinion is shifting. People are starting to see the truth. I said at the beginning of this, if you go back and look at my work, I was saying to people months ago, weeks ago, and it sounded crazy when I was saying it, that the Gaza and Palestine issue is the main important thing, like for us here in America.
I think it shows desperation of Israel to have blocked this humanitarian mission. They're so desperate that we don't find out the truth of what is happening on the shores of Gaza. They were so desperate not to let these small boats land on the beaches of Gaza, because we'd find out that they've been lying to us and that there is a humanitarian crisis and there is a genocide and it needs stopping now.
Like I said, listen, the Gaza thing is the start of everything. It's the start of cleaning our country up, believe it or not. You know, urging people to not get caught up in the division. We need to understand that we're all the same and that the real way to fix America, believe it or not, is to fix Palestine. And the reason why is because if we can fix Palestine, we have a chance of getting the AIPAC money and potentially then even corporate money like out of the influence of our government. And that's it, man.
A 22-year-old university student said the protest was about standing with civilians in Gaza who have been denied food and medicine. He added that seeing the flotilla stopped had left him angry and determined to speak out.
Everybody hands up! Hands up! Show me your hands! Everybody!
במהלך יום הכיפור. שמות בפנים?
אלה הטרוריסטים. די טרוריסט. די טרוריסט. תקל עליהם. תומכי רוצחים. אגב, האוניות שלהם נמצאו קרחנה שלמה. הם לא באו באמת, לא למשט, לא לעזור, אלא הם באו בעד עזה, בעד הטרוריסטים. אלה טרוריסטים. הם תומכי טרור.
When we were in touch with the people on the boats yesterday before they were intercepted, all of them were still in solidarity with Gaza and the Palestinian people. And they also know that whatever happens to them now over the next few days as they're detained is nothing compared to what is happening to the Palestinian political prisoners that are in Israel. And they're aware that their treatment won't compare to what any of the Palestinians would have had to endure last night either. So that was always on their minds, and that was always in communication with us.
I'm Italian. Of course, I support the Flotilla, this operation. I think, though, in this moment, here on the ground, we should do more. It's amazing to see so many people, but we should block everything, like other countries are doing. We should strike. We should really put this government at the corner, because it's urgent now. This is amazing, but we should do more. So I invite everyone to think creative actions.
Some protesters continued chanting slogans, including the provocative, "Whoever doesn't jump is a Zionist."
So yesterday, during the night, Israel illegally abducted 14 British citizens from the flotilla that was carrying aid to Gaza. This is breaking with the 4th Geneva Convention. Our governments should be standing up to Israel and doing something about it. We really need the UK government to stop arming Israel now and to open up a humanitarian corridor and to ensure and insist upon the safety of the British citizens that have been kidnapped in international waters.
Italy's major trade unions played a significant role in amplifying the call for protest. Several Labour leaders have described the Israeli interception of the flotilla as a violation of international norms and a humanitarian tragedy that required a united response. Union representatives emphasised that halting work for a day was necessary to send a clear message. Their appeal for a general strike on October 3rd has gained traction among transportation, education and public sector workers, threatening to disrupt key services across the country. A Labour organiser in Rome told reporters that Italy could not remain passive in the face of what he described as complicity in violence. He warned that the protests would continue if the government did not demand accountability from Israel. Among the protesters in Rome were students, union activists and human rights campaigners. Many carried hand-painted signs depicting children in Gaza, while others waved Palestinian flags as they chanted slogans against Israel's actions. An incident that has rippled far beyond the Mediterranean waters. For many in Italy's capital, the protest was not just a symbolic gathering. It became a decisive political act, bolstered by Italy's largest trade unions, which have called for a nationwide general strike on Friday, October 3. Protesters carried placards showing support for the flotilla, which had been carrying humanitarian supplies, medical kits, food and water to civilians in Gaza before it was intercepted at sea. Their objective was clear: to confront the government and demand a stronger stance against Israel's actions. Israeli authorities have defended their decision to intercept the convoy, citing security concerns and the need to inspect the cargo to prevent weapons from entering Gaza. However, critics argue that the interception violated maritime norms and deepened the humanitarian crisis in the region. For others, the demonstration represented frustration with what they see as Europe's inaction. A nurse participating in the march said she joined because this is not just about Gaza. It is about humanity. The demonstration became one of the largest expressions of solidarity in Europe since the flotilla's interception. Throughout the day, one message resonated clearly from the streets of Rome: solidarity with Gaza's civilians. Protesters repeatedly said they wanted to ensure that humanitarian aid could reach those in need without interference. In the words of one protester, shouted through a loudspeaker as the march moved towards Piazza San Silvestro, "Break with Israel. Let's block everything. General strike October 3rd. Stop genocide."
For the world, Israel treated us terribly. It denied people essential medicine. One night, yesterday night, we were shouting that someone was possibly having a heart attack. They didn't come, they didn't care. They gave us food that was infested with insects. They subjected some people to torture.
Böcek muamelesi yapmaya kalktılar ama herkese böyle davranıyorlar. Greta'ya çok ağır işkence yaptılar. Gözlerimizin önünde. Evet, Greta'ya zulmettiler. Küçücük çocuk da Greta. Onu süründürdüler, İsrail bayrağını öptürdüler. Yani Naziler ne yaptıysa aynısını yaptılar.
This is how Israel behaves towards Europeans. You can only imagine how it treats Palestinians every single day. Because there is no greater issue facing humanity right now than the genocide in Gaza and the kind of persecution that Israel subjects Palestinians to every single day. Palestinians like my own brother. Israel tried to put us in prisoner clothes, but we were not prisoners, we were captives. They put us in prisoner clothes. Turkey, you gave us real clothes. Thank you so much.
Boy, big week. What's up, everybody? So yeah, man, first off, let me do something I've been waiting to do for quite a long time. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. This thing's grown so slowly. It's been such a snail's pace, but it's so awesome to see even just a few people liking my stuff or subbing to the channel. I'm at 40 subs. I'm like, oh my God, man. So for all the work that I put in, it's definitely cause for celebration. So welcome back to the channel, and for everybody else, help me get up to 100. Let's go, try and reach 100. Yeah, so boom, I didn't want to get too much in the way of this video. You know, this was more like a little edit about just the course of what's happened since the seizure of all the flotilla and its members. So I hope you guys enjoy the edit. And of course, it seems as though the prisoners, captives rather, have been freed, and the majority, if not all of them, have landed in Turkey.